Alright, let me tell you all the story. So I have a mate called Asbjørn, aka Spjørn. This is him, handsome fella, right? He has helped me with a lot of my projects that I couldn't do myself. Then one Monday when we have our weekly playdates, and yes, we still have weekly playdates, he crashed into my room. Nico! I then look at him and immediately think, what is he up to now? What now, Asbjørn? So I know you've been trying to build up your portfolio lately, and I have this really great idea I want to talk to you about. Yeah? Go on. So I was thinking you might want some couple photos for it. Maybe. And me, who don't have any experience in couple photography, of course says, sure mate, let's do it. Asbjørn then looked at me a bit more serious. Well, it's not the only thing we're doing that night. After I said this, I was wondering what he meant by this. What do you mean? Well, I kind of have a plan. What plan? You know, me and Annie has been together for a long time now. Yeah? So my plan is, while you take the couple photos of us, I will get down on my knee and actually propose to her. What, man? That's so big. Of course I want to help. So we sat down and began planning, which brought us to March 22nd, 2022. So for this to work, we needed a plan, and luckily we had made a good one. The plan is split into 3 different parts. So because we didn't want her to know anything about the plan we had made and actually why we were out taking the photos, we need to come up with something that would kind of cover up why we're doing certain things. So Asbjørn wanted me to photograph them so they would have some really great photos from the day. And I really wanted to make sure that I would capture everything, so I thought that it would be nice to film when he was actually proposing to her as well. But that seemed pretty suspicious, and why would I even film it if I was just out there shooting some portrait photos of them, as she was thinking we were doing. So we told her that I was actually shooting a YouTube video for my YouTube channel about how to photograph couples, which just made everything easier because I had a GoPro on the chest. I could set up my cameras and just say that I was filming something for the video, and she wouldn't think anything extra about it, which was really nice. So yeah, I'm gonna show you some of the photos I took of them before we actually got to the engagement, because I just think some of them really turned out really great, and this is a photography channel as well, so I thought I would show you guys some of the photos and kind of make a little point of view thing out of it. So it was good enough that we had some photos of them that they can keep on for the rest of their life from this big day. But I also wanted some drone footage of them when he was actually going to propose. And I wanted to have my second camera set up on the tripod stationary at one point, which was always filming on them while we took the photos. So the first thing we did when we actually got down to the beach was to get the drone in the air. And the reason why I did this was actually I wanted some photos from the drone because I feel like it gives a bit of perspective in some photos, but also because I wanted to use it to video record and film when he is actually proposing to her, and just the overall experience we had when we were out on the beach. So we got it in the air first, and when I was done shooting with that and actually got ready for Asbjørn to propose to her, I kind of just left it in the air and set it on something called master shots, where it just automatically fly around and film them, which made everything easy because I could film like 3 different angles at the same time. So we got the drone in the air, and she didn't seem very suspicious about anything. She just kind of went with it and thought that it was for my YouTube video and the photos I wanted to take. But then I had to set up my second camera, and it would seem a bit weird to set up the camera beforehand, but I told them that I was gonna set the second camera up beforehand so it was easier for me to switch around, so I didn't have to switch lenses to take the photos. And I had set up the camera, and now we had all the gear set up, and it was just one part left of the plan we had made. So this final part of this plan was to make sure that both me and Asbjørn was ready. So we had made a sign that I should make when I was ready and all the gear was set up, so Asbjørn could simply just decide himself when he wanted to do it. So we had made a sign where I took my hand and slapped my lap 2 times, and then Asbjørn would know that I was ready. Yeah. I'll just stop talking now so you guys can see how it unfolds.
Og så stå lidt skrå til. Ja, lige præcis sådan der. Ja. Så prøv at stille jer med hånden, ligesom vi gjorde der før. Og så bare kigge han på mig her. Okay, stå lidt længere afstand.
After this, we went back to the car while enjoying the rest of the sunset on the beach, and I can just see the joy in both of their faces, and they were so happy, which was just beautiful. And back in the car, me and Asbjørn had brought some champagne that they could share and get while we celebrate and talk about all the things and what went into planning and everything that Anne wanted to know about what we had planned. And I can say that the plan me and Asbjørn had made went perfectly. We had the weather conditions Asbjørn wanted, with the sun in the background of the beach. Anna didn't get suspicious of anything. She said she didn't know anything at all about the plan we had made. And we got all the gear set up, and we got some really amazing photos of them. I mean, just look at some of these photos. The conditions couldn't have been better. And lastly, I just wanted to thank Asbjørn for bringing me along on this journey. It was really an unforgettable day, and I am really glad that I was part of it. So congratulations to you two, Anne and Asbjørn, and I'll see you at the wedding.